incredible program called Community Calls. Community Calls is one of those programs where if you could figure out, ask yourself this question, think about it this way. If I could talk to myself, my 20-year-old self, my 25-year-old self, to be honest, when I was just getting ready to open my first agency, and I could tell myself how to get to success faster, it would be to use the Community Calls program. And what I mean by a Community Calls program is we each have in our service area one of those wonderful, big, large assisted living or personal care facilities that we absolutely want to work with. You know, they've got the best location in town, the best parking, they're clean, they're bright, they're new, they're shiny, and they have a wonderful reputation. And we know that we could get staff to love being in that building. Yet they're not referring to us. So one of the ways that you can break in there is that every single one of these buildings is filled with seniors, and these seniors are bored. They are lonely. They get to go play games and have fun with some of the activities people. But other than that, they're just sitting around, and the pressure is on the staff at the assisted living facility to keep them engaged, to keep them happy, to keep them feeling part of involvement. Imagine now you are the facility owner and somebody comes to you from in-home care or from home health or hospice and says, hey, we would love to be able to come in at least once a month and for an hour, bring all of your residents together and give them a conversational talk and just about home health and hospice services. And we're going to have a little bit of a conversation too about maybe how to make the most of their next doctor's appointment, or how to keep your brain healthy and smart, how to choose the right foods to eat. And the good news is that we will even provide them with a flyer and a handout. And now we even have the opportunity, if you would like, you could offer some tours at the end. We could put a couple posters up at the local, pharmacies, maybe even at like, Target at the return area, who knows, anything that's local to the building, where we could say, hey, we're doing these health talks for seniors and for caregivers, and we would love for you to attend. And we're also offering free tours of the facility at the end. This could be an opportunity now for the building to take care of two problems. One is they're taking care of the bored people that live in the building that are looking for something new to do. Now, if you do a great job with this talk, which we do teach how to do this, by the way, in our master's program, but if you do a great job at giving a presentation, meaning you engage the audience, you could maybe have a couple gifts from the dollar store that you say, who can share with me one of the reasons that people fall? And they raise their hand and they say, oh, they tripped over their sneaker, or they fell over their dog, or they couldn't see where they were going because it was nighttime and they tripped over something. Whatever their answer is, you give out little dollar store gifts to these people that are in the audience, keeping them engaged, and they're excited. They're happy. They love your talks. They're going to tell their neighbors, and their neighbors from the building are going to come down to the next month's talk if you give away little prizes like that. Now, if you also have posted these signs and you put them up at the local pharmacies, you are attracting people to come into that building and be able to have a tour. Now you are a business partner to that assisted living personal care home that you want to so desperately serve patients at. If you were bringing in people to have a tour of the building every month, do you think they're going to want to partner with you to be their provider? Absolutely. In addition, if you have already done for your salesperson, this is a script, and the script is written on a 9th grade literacy level. Anybody can do this presentation. It's not in high language. I mean, let's be honest, folks, I do not have the broadest vocabulary in the world. And thank God I don't need it, right? I could just talk to you in common sense and you understand what I'm saying. That's the same thing about these presentations. They are written on a 9th grade literacy level. And so these presentations are just enough to engage with the audience. And then each of them have a little tiny gift that they give. And that is what we call the call to action, where during this little fun interaction with the community, and by the way, sales reps, when they are asked that use the Community Calls program, how do you like it? 9 out of 10 times the sales rep says, I absolutely love it. Some of our companies that we work with that have used this program, they actually have a dedicated person who is now just doing nothing but the community calls program every single day, going to different facilities in their drivable area and delivering it. That's how much some sales reps love this program, or this package, I should say. So now you go in, you do your little presentation, but the gift is that at the end, you have an amazing call to action, meaning something that is taught that asks the people that are attending the program who needs care, who would like to receive services, but it's done in a way without saying who needs care. And so that's the thing that's inside the Call Me program. So if you want to break into a facility, go and have a call with Mike at homecaresales.com. Figure out if the community calls program is for you. Try it at a couple buildings. You're going to love doing it. The seniors are going to love you, and the building is going to love you because they get paid to keep butts in bed. And if you're providing them butts to come in and get toured to potentially move in, as well as you're providing them with services that keep people from falling, keep people out of the hospital, it's a win-win for them. So they want you there. They want these programs. They want the activities for their board seniors. I use this program not just to do it as a live session. I even did it for radio. So I got on my local radio station using the community calls programs. I called it the Health Matters series. And every single Friday did a live radio show for 15 minutes, talked about the lesson, and for 15 minutes took calls. And I did that for a couple years and talk about stress. These programs can be your example of how you're giving back to the community. It is marketing without you paying to market. It is free marketing where you are getting in front of hundreds of people at the facilities and being able to share your message about your organization. So thank you so much.